Breaking news today, 3 Crown Casino bouncers have avoided jail for assaulting 2 patrons in 2011. A Melbourne jury found Quoc Tran and Jacques Fuchele guilty of violently assaulting a man and a woman at the casino 2 years ago. A third bouncer was found guilty of false imprisonment. Security vision shows the trio slamming the victims to the floor and restraining them. The couple's friend was also restrained and later died in hospital. Tran and Fuchele have been fined $8,000 and $6,000 respectively and banned from security work for 10 years. The third bouncer has been fined $2,000 without conviction.
Episode 12, Don't Risk It TV. G'day, I'm Mick.
I'm David.
Today we're going to talk about positional asphyxia, which is a very serious topic.
Very serious, Mick.
Both Dave and I, we teach in the industry, as if you've seen other episodes, people would understand. But and we've been teaching restraints, I should say. I've been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah, about 15 in yourself.
Yeah, and we've worked together a lot. But there is this, the elephant in the room about this, positional asphyxia. A lot of people don't understand when they're putting someone into a restraint, what the outcome could actually be.
That's it. The consequence of the actions, Mick. The consequence of the excessive force, the fail to show duty of care
that's right.
to the person. And yes, that person may have been an offender at this point in time. He may have broken the law, but there's still a duty of care there.
That's right. I mean, what crime have they committed? The outcome could be death.
Yeah, and that's not for us to decide.
No, that's exactly right. So, so we've got this positional asphyxia, which is, it's a large word. It's also referred to as mechanical asphyxia. So when you look at this, it's a position a person cannot escape, but they can't take a full breath of air or proper breath of air because they've got weight on the chest or the diaphragm, or their airways partially obstructed. So, some of the techniques I've seen over the years, many years of doing this, is like, just get off the person.
That's it.
Get off.
That's it. Some of the empty hand control taught by many, training academies and trainers, they lead to it. And you think, what is that technique?
Where did it come from?
How is that technique medically proven be able to be used in a security situation?
That's right.
It's going to nearly guarantee that person's going to asphyxiate on the ground.
Because, yes, we want to stop a person doing a violent action. Okay.
Definitely.
But we don't want to hurt the person.
No.
And we definitely don't want to kill the person. We just want to stop the person.
That's it.
So, having a whole lot of people sit on someone
that's the
ridiculous.
Other problem too. Yeah, when you get 3 or 4 security respond to a situation, and we do respond in numbers, and we do say strength in numbers, but it's also now a coordinated effort to restrain somebody.
That's right.
And without the teamwork and coordinated effort, you will get that stacks on the middle approach.
Yeah.
And it's one guy on top, the next guy on top, the next guy on top, and bang, the guys are fixated underneath it all.
The other side to it is, if you're the person's actually being squashed, you're mechanically being squashed, okay, you're going to have an adrenaline dump in the body, okay, and you're going to have this fight or flight situation go on. Now, there's been plenty of situations over the years where he's getting up, more people jump on.
Yeah.
That's because the body is fearing that it's about to die.
That's right. And
it can't breathe anymore, so you get this huge dump of strength.
Yeah.
So, and then all of a sudden we get, 4 more people jump on.
That's it, because I think he's resisting.
That's right.
To the actual level of force supply, but he's actually resisting to not dying.
Not dying, that's right.
So the body's going to fight in order to get out. The misread of conflict management means, more people on top. Well, that's misreading of the situation.
That's right. You're not controlling the situation.
That still gets back to the education side of it.
That's right.
Go through. And the correct techniques, there's so many great techniques out there to be able to hold somebody down, put somebody in a position, and have no pressure on the back whatsoever.
That's right. So we don't want to
arm bars, arm restraints, elbow locks to be able to use.
Yeah, that's right. We don't want to put pressure on the back. We don't want to put pressure on the neck. We don't want to put pressure onto the diaphragms.
That's it.
Okay. We could have like a rather large individual. Okay, rather large.
And that's where the risk escalates here.
It does.
A large person, a large overweight person, the risk factors for positional asphyxia actually goes through the roof.
So, we put this large person onto the ground because they're required to be controlled. Okay. We've gone through all our other options. Our other options have not worked. Okay, it goes down onto the ground. Well, where does the belly go? Of course, the belly's going to go in and go up and put pressure on the base of the diaphragm. So you go, well, I didn't put pressure on his neck. No, the pressure's coming from below.
That's it.
So
You know, look at intoxication to add to that.
That's right.
Whether that intoxication through alcohol or drugs.
That's right.
Medical conditions. Yeah,
So
a lot of those are contributing factors to that.
That's right. Now, we've got a person on the ground, okay, and we're getting the, oh, I can't breathe. Yeah. Well, that's probably the person's sounding pretty good.
Yep.
But if someone's going, I'll probably take that as I can't breathe.
I can't breathe, yeah. It's a bit of a universal code, I think.
Yeah, that's it. I'll take that one. There's some definite airway issues going on.
One of the big problems with use of force, as we know, when use of force goes up, communications go down, right? So the officer's on top of the person, he's got him restrained, and now he forgets to keep communicating to him.
That's
because
right.
the fact he's using force, he goes silent. And there's this reinsurance. Are you okay? Can you hear me? Speak. Like,
that's
no
right.
communication to the person. If the person's talking to you, he's not asphyxiating.
Now,
right? But if you stop talking, stop communicating, do you know that person is still conscious?
That's right. As a security supervisor manager, I have no issue of going into a situation and physically taking security staff off someone.
Done it myself, mate. Grabbing people by the
physically
belts,
grab them, get them off,
pulling them off. Yeah.
That's it. Now we sit the person up. Is this person breathing? You know, do we need an ambulance for this person? Okay, there is that duty of care as we've discussed.
100%.
But is this person breathing properly?
Now, if you want to go back 10 or 15 years, we didn't know this stuff.
No, we didn't.
You know, these situations happen, and I think the Star City Casino situation really sparked it.
Crown's had issues.
Crown's had issues. And that's the surprise when Crown has been in the last half a dozen years. And well, hang on, the education's been there for a long time now.
Yeah.
You know, early days, okay, we didn't know about the medical conditions of positional asphyxia. Now we do, so we've got to be aware.
That's right.
Because there's no longer an unforeseen situation.
There's been two other coronial inquests, one in New South Wales, one in Queensland, where one situation, a person ran from a licensed venue across the road into a sand dune. It was near the beach. Now, security staff held the person down into the sand dune. And I don't know about you, but I find sand hard to breathe.
It's a little bit thick.
You know? So because there was pressure on the diaphragm, because there was partial obstruction of the mouth, and trying to breathe sand, it didn't end well.
No, I'd imagine.
The other coronial inquest was a person was held down into the old-fashioned shag pile carpet. Now, I've got to say, it must have been a classy venue to have shag pile carpet. Right?
Imagine trying to mop it up later. Or
trying to breathe that stuff through the shag pile carpet, again, wasn't necessarily totally onto the diaphragm, but it was partial obstruction of the mouth.
Partial, yep.
So,
and a lot of the times, as you know, it's a combination of lots of different factors.
It's
just not the combination of the pressure on the back. It's a combination
pressure of the belt doesn't help.
It doesn't help. Knees in the centre of the back in handcuffing techniques. They're not required. There's so many great ways to restrain.
I mean, there was the old technique years ago. Remember, you cross your ankles, bend the legs up, and sit on it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wonder why you're squealing. Yeah. It hurts a whole lot. Couldn't get out of that. That's it. Yeah, but it put so much pressure on everything else.
Yeah, and the actual vertical one about the crowd crushing. You know, same situation. I've got the person on the ground. Yeah. That's the same situation in a crowd when that crowd surges forward and that crowd crushing effect. And people are asphyxiating standing up.
The young girl that died with the crowd control barrier across her chest, which was put right across the diaphragm. Because she was only small, really. You know, she was 8 feet tall.
When that crowd surges forward, that's a freight truck coming.
So that's that mechanical asphyxia, which is the same as that positional asphyxia. It's a position the person can't escape. That's it. Therefore, putting pressure onto...
Combined pressure. That's it. Yeah. And you go through and you spend a lot of time, you work the mush pits at concerts of just pulling people out of the crowds.
Yeah.
You look down and they're going blue in the face.
That's right.
You're grabbing and you're pulling them up and you push them to the side. The problem is 10 minutes later, the crowd surf back down. You're thinking, hey, you're learning something. Here you go again.
That's right. That's right. But, I mean, we've got to look at our level of force we're going to use. What has the person actually done to deem this level of force?
Oh, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Once we've controlled the person properly, sit them up. Let them breathe properly.
Yeah, I understand with a violent person, the prone position is the position we're going to handcuff in. We're going to make the arrest. It's the best position to control the person in. But don't leave him there.
Don't leave him there.
Suddenly, especially the person, once you've handcuffed him, his shoulders are back, you're pinning his shoulders back, and all the pressure now is onto that chest. The shoulders go forward, he can take a bit of that pressure. But once those handcuffs are on in the restraint...
For instance, when he's cuffed, sit him down, legs out the front.
That's it. Sit him straight up.
We're not putting any pressure on the...
Not only that, pressure on the officer. And it's actually easy for the officer. If he does sit him up, it's less less pressure on us being on top of somebody who's been down on the knees at the same time. But it does get back to that training. I know when I run DT courses, battens and handcuffing, you've got to go through the theory of this. And as everyone's like, oh, when are we going to swing a bat? When are we going to put someone on the ground? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, when you understand the outcomes.
When you understand the outcomes.
That's right.
Understand
Serious
the consequences of your actions, if the restraint is not legally justified and medically proven not to cause that.
And to then look at the person, like I said before, is the person going, symptoms. I can't breathe. Well, or this person is not actually aspirating properly. Okay, what do we need to do straight away? It's not, we'll think about it for 5 minutes. What do we do now?
Anyone in that panic situation of when they feel that is going to use more force in order to get out. People that are drowning, they splash around a lot more. Because that's their fear of drowning. And a lot of, in the conflict management, they mistake that as, he's restraining, he's trying to fight more force. No, that's usually him saying, there's something wrong here.
That's right.
We've got to read the play.
That's right. So, very serious subject.
Oh, very serious, mate. And we can't keep saying we didn't know about it.
No, we do.
We do know about it. It's foreseen situations, not unforeseen situations.
Now, I know in the new Certificate 2 courses, there's training videos from the Security Trainers Association, was made in conjunction with the Victoria Police. But the drawback is, unless you do the new security course, you don't get to see the video.
Yeah.
So that's why we're discussing.
We've got to get this out here purposely, and the whole purpose of Don't Risk It TV, to bring you up-to-date information. So many people out there, I did my training 8 years ago.
Yeah, 8 years ago.
What have you done in the 8 years?
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
No
go
through. Yeah, they forgot to do their first aid recall and stuff.
When I normally ask them, would you go to a doctor that hasn't been doing any upgrade training since medical school? And they usually say, no, I wouldn't go to that doctor. Well, you're in the same boat.
Exactly
You're
right.
in the same boat. We've got to keep our skills current within the security industry.
That's it. Well, that's been a good chat.
Thanks for having us back, too. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you for coming in. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to subscribe.
That's it, and take the pressure off the back.
That's it.